We want to invite you to have lunch with us every day for the rest of the week.
Oh, it's okay.
Coolness. So we'll see you tomorrow.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
Alright y'all, so I'm gonna start off using my Clinique Moisture Surge. It's a face mask, but I use it as a moisturizer. I'm gonna moisturize my face with that first, and then I'm gonna use my NYX brow pencil. It's the micro brow pencil. You can get that from Ulta or the beauty supply, and that's gonna be in the shade Brunette. And then I'm gonna use my ColourPop concealers to define my brows. The first one I'm gonna use is dark 42 to line my brows, and then for my lid I'm gonna put on medium dark 36, and then I'm just gonna use my Wet n Wild brush to line my brows. So just watch me work. While I do my brows, I'm gonna just listen to some music, some R&B. I'm gonna listen to like some smooth R&B, like some 90s R&B or something like that. I just need to calm my nerves. I kind of been in my head lately. I've been thinking a lot lately today, just about, you know, my progression and like what I want to do, you know, as far as my career and stuff like that. So it's not gonna be too much of a talk through.
On my mind. I know I love you. I'm trusting you, babe.
You know what? I just thought about something. I feel like the reason I kind of been like in my head and my feelings and stuff like that is because I'm about to come on my cycle. That's what it is. Because normally I'm like real, you know, optimistic and bubbly and stuff like that. I don't really be like, you know, all up in my feelings like that. I think it's a cycle. So I can't wait till this pass because I don't like feeling like this. So for my eyeshadow selection, I'm gonna use my Dip Lips and Tics. I'm like, who is that in the background? People don't be over here like that. I'm like, who is that sounding ghetto like that? Let me let them walk past. Let me stop being a B word, cause I'm being mean as hell. I don't even want people to laugh right now. You know I'm PMSing. So anyway, like I was saying, I am using my Dip Lips and Tips Cosmetics palette. I'm gonna use a little bit of this white right here. I think I want to use that in the center of my my eye. I'm gonna do like a bit of a halo eye, and I'm gonna use from the ABH Rivera palette. I'm gonna use the Bahamas, this like neon pink color, and then I'm gonna use a bit of my brown from the Juvia's Place palette. Y'all all know this, like this reddish brown right here. If you know, you know. So those are gonna be the colors that I'm gonna use on my eyes. And yeah, so like let's get into that right now. Hey, have y'all heard that new Pretty Ricky? Like, I ain't gonna lie, they came back with it. That little remix to like that little sample from Body, the throwback Body song. Go, if you haven't listened to that Pretty Ricky Body, go listen to that, baby. They took us back to like what, 7th grade, 8th grade, like Blue Star's first album. Like, they took us back with that. Like, it's bomb. I ain't gonna lie, they snapped though. They really snapped. So let me play a little snippet.
Don't tell nobody.
All right, so okay, anyway, let me get to this eyeshadow. So I'm gonna start off with the Zulu palette with that brown, and that's gonna be my crease color. Make sure your concealer, whatever, your base is no creases showing. Because if you got any type of creases, it's gonna show through the eyeshadow. So I'm gonna take my Morphe M514 brush, and I'm gonna just start dusting that in my crease. I really want to talk about Love is Blind, the show on Netflix. Like, I've been talking about that like so much lately. Like, the show is so good, and like now I see what people at work was talking about. Like, that show is so good. Like, it really, my favorite couple, of course, my favorite couple, I feel like they're everybody's favorite couple, is Lauren and Cameron. And I really cried at the end. Like, I cried from happiness. I cried from like me being sad for some. Like, the show is so good. Like, it really showed me that like I really do feel like I can date outside my race. Like, I think I could. I can date outside my race, and I can date younger than me. I've already dated older than my age, but I could definitely date more younger than me. So yeah, I have like so much to say about the show. Some people pissed me off. Like, it was one particular person that pissed me off. I feel like, you know, she pissed a lot of people off. But the show is like an experiment. It's really to test you out to see if you can really you know, fall for a person and fall in love with a person through just an emotional connection without ever seeing them. And I don't know if I could do that though. I don't really feel like I can do that. I don't know if I could just, you know, I feel like I could gain like some type of like feelings for a person just by talking to them over the phone. Like, it's kind of like, in a way, like almost like how long distance relationships work. Like, you talk to a person so much, like you gain feelings for them and stuff like that. But you also know how the person looks, and I guess that's the whole test, to see if you can fall for a person without, you know, knowing how they look. Like, if they not your type, and like, you know, like, will that be a thing? Like, if they not really not your type, like the type of person that you would typically go for, you know, in real life. So it's really interesting to see, you know, how some people, you know, age really doesn't matter. Like, you could really not know what you want and be grown as hell. So and you can know what you want and be young as hell. So it's just like, the show really will have you thinking, and it had me thinking a lot. So drop down in the comments and let me know what you feel about these couples. Let me know who's your least favorite couple, and let me know who's your favorite couple. I really want to know, like, you know, everybody's like take on this show, like if you watched it. So Love is Blind, Netflix. I binge watched like I fell asleep on the first 2 episodes, and then after that I just finished watching it like all in one day. I just finished watching it. So let me know. But anyway, let me get back to my music so I can get back in my vibe. So I'm gonna start off with the Bahamas first. I'm running out of this too. Now watch this eye come out better. This eye always come out better because I guess because like this eye is like the test eye, like it's like the trial eye. But this eye, watch. It always happen like that. Alright, so since my camera was about to die, I went ahead and finished the wing liner on the other eye. And now, I'm going to get into my foundation. So, I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place foundation in the shade 340 Kampala. And I'm just going to line the top of my brows. And then I'm gonna just do the rest of my face. And then of course, like I said, I'm gonna be using the ColourPop concealers in the shade dark 42 and medium dark 36. my two contour shades. It's gonna be Max Fix Plus powder in the shade, no, this is definitely not Fix Plus. This is definitely Max Mineralized Skin Finish powder in the shade Deep Darkest, Dark Deepest, whatever. And my Fashion Fair powder in the shade Kola. And I'm gonna use this e.l.f. brush. It's really called a highlighting brush, but like I say all the time, you can use a brush for whatever you feel that it can. If it can fit in the corner, pop it in the corner. Whatever you need a brush for, that's what you use. Now the Fix Plus powder that I am gonna use is, it's definitely not Fix Plus either. It's the Studio Fix powder. I don't know what's up with me and like my MAC terminology, and I work there and I ain't even getting it right. It's definitely the MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade NC50. I'm gonna use my Morphe M438 brush, and I'm just gonna lightly dust right where I highlighted. Something about this Fix Plus powder, it just makes it look so whatever. It's gonna be Fix Plus today. Something about this Studio Fix powder, it makes you look so smooth and HD. The women that be coming to the counter, they be like, you just look so smooth. I'll be like, girl, you better get this Studio Fix. All right, so the first shade I'm gonna use to start contouring is gonna be the Dark Deepest powder. I'm gonna use my Better Than Sex mascara and my Super Strong Hold lash glue is my I Envy. I'm gonna use my LA Girl Pro Primer white stick, and I'm just gonna line right under my eyes. I'm gonna dust that same pink, the Bahamas, right under here. So now it's time to move on to lips. So for lips, I'm gonna use the Kylie Jenner lip pencil. It's the True Brown K shade. I'm gonna use Velvet Teddy by MAC and Primordial Lipglass by MAC. I think that's how you pronounce it. I just want to add a little bit of this Coral Cove Milani blush right in here. All right, y'all, so that's the end of this video. I hope you all enjoy how to do this, watching me do this look. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And thank you for your support. I love you all for watching me. I hope you learned something from this video. And make sure you tune in to the next video.